Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 904. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 20 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they can even turn someone who barely sees themselves as a writer into a published book author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. "It is only by imitating the vices of others that I have earned my misfortunes." Marquis de Sade. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Question for you. How do you handle unfamiliar territory, as we talked about yesterday, the unknown? If you decide to write a book but are unfamiliar with the world of publishing, where do you start? As a naturally social creature, you might begin by having casual conversations with people you know who are already published authors. You'll ask about your friends' experiences and get their advice on where to start and how to start. From there, you might be referred outside your own social circles to even more published authors and resources. Soon, you might find yourself swimming in a pool of details, often conflicting recommendations, referrals, and unfamiliar terminology. How do you know which information you can trust, and more importantly, which is right for you and for your book? After all, the criteria in these interactions is usually, you published a book, right? How did you do it? Some on social media use the same investigative research method to diagnose and treat mysterious illnesses. And as we know, research all the science just using social media opinions. They use it to find someone to manage their money, or even sometimes find a spouse. Like, hey, you're married, right? How did you do that? This method of research has the source of information well covered. We trust our friends first, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that either. However, when it comes to making costly business decisions in unfamiliar territory, wouldn't it also make sense to take a step beyond the who and also get details on the what, the actual results? It's all well and good to ask for advice from someone who has traversed the path to becoming a published author, but aren't you interested in the results, sometimes beyond, number one Amazon best-selling author? Sure, publishing results can be hit or miss, especially in the world of self-publishing, especially if your last name isn't like Gladwell or Grisham or King or one of those. But there is still a basic set of questions you can ask to determine whether you want to follow in someone else's publishing footsteps or somehow forge your own. I have some questions that you can ask. Number one, did you self-publish, use a traditional publisher, or go with a hybrid? Number two, what were your initial goals for your book that guided your decision? Number three, how did you narrow down your list of potential publishers, including self-publishing and indie houses? Number four, what was the number one factor in making your ultimate selection? Factors might include speed of publishing, lowest upfront investment, most all-inclusive in publishing services, best customer service project management, best distribution options, or marketing support. Look at all the things. Number five, what obstacles did you encounter along the way, and was your publisher able to handle them, or did you need to hire an outside consultant? And finally, number six, what were the greatest lessons you learned from publishing your book? What would you do differently next time? Because isn't the investment in and success of your book worth a thorough investigation that goes well beyond the source all the way to the results? When in doubt, why not consult with an experienced publishing professional first to remove the costly guesswork and create a path to published that makes sense for you? And we happen to have such people in my Inc. Authors group on Facebook. Great place for you to ask all your publishing questions. Those ones that I just gave you today are suggestions. There are probably a ton of questions that you want to ask. So great place to do that, Inc. Authors on Facebook. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. Until tomorrow, happy writing.